First, you need to highlight B to add a column. Second is copy the type of illness and add the proper. Next is click B2 cell to insert the formula. Click on the formula to select the cell and point at the fill handle until the pointer changes to black sign. Double click the highlighted part to fill. These are symptoms 1, symptoms 2, symptoms 3, and symptoms 4. Highlight the G and to insert a new column. Click and drag right corner, it allows you to expand. And copy the symptoms 4 and change it to symptoms combine. Combine symptoms 1 to 4, you need this formula. So concatenate, open parenthesis, click C2, D2, E2, and F2. These are now the combined text. Again, you need to point at the bottom right until the pointer changes to a black plus sign to fill the highlighted part. Highlight the H column to add a new column. Type symptoms proper. Click the H2 to insert the formula. So proper, G2, enter. Fill, point at the fill hand until the pointer changes to a black sign. Then double click. As you can see, these are now the symptoms proper. So now we need to remove the duplicate of the symptoms. Press Fn, Alt, and F11, and this is what you will see. Find this workbook, right-click, insert, and module. This is where you will paste the code. But first, you will need to save it in Word and save as type as Excel macro enabled workbook. After you save the code in Word, you may copy and paste it in here and press Ctrl S to save. After that, you can now type the formula. So, remove dupe words, select H2 cell. To fill the blank, again, point at the bottom right until the pointer changes to a black sign and double click it. As you can see, these are now the remove duplicate of symptoms. Next thing to do will be the doctor illness diagnosis proper. We will need to insert a new column, copy the doctor illness diagnosis, and add the proper word. Next is, we will type the formula. So, equal sign proper, J2, enter. To fill the blanks, we will do the flash fill. This is the doctor illness diagnosis proper. These are the prescribed medicine 1, prescribed medicine 2, and prescribed medicine 3. First, we will need to combine the 3 prescribed medicine. So, insert a column, copy the prescribed medicine, and add combine. In R2, we will need the formula equal sign, concatenate, click the O2, P2, and Q2 and press enter. Point at the bottom right until the pointer changes to a black sign and double click to fill. These are now the prescribed medicine combined. Next is the prescribed medicine proper. So add a new column. Type the prescribed medicine proper. Enter the formula, so equal sign proper. Click the R2 and click enter. Again, point the fill handle at the bottom right until the pointer changes to a black sign and double click to fill. These are now the prescribed medicine proper. Next step is the prescribed medicine remove duplicate. So insert a new column. Copy the prescribed medicine proper and change the proper into cleaned. Enter the formula equal sign remove duplicate and click the S2. Enter. Double click the black plus sign to fill. So these are now the prescribed medicine cleaned. The next step will be the treatment and control. So we need to combine the treatment and control 1 and 2. Enter the formula equal sign concatenate. Click the U2 and the V2 and press enter. For you to fill, just double click the black sign. These are now the treatment and control combined. Next is to insert a column. Copy the treatment and control combined, but change the combined into proper. Enter the formula equal sign proper and click the W2. Enter. Again, just double click the black plus sign to fill. As you can see, these are now the treatment and control proper. Last is to remove the duplicate. So insert a column, copy treatment and control proper, but change the proper into remove duplicate. In here, just enter the formula equal sign remove duplicates. Select X2 and press enter. Again, to fill, just double click the black plus sign, and these are now the treatment and control remove duplicate.
So the first step we use is to insert a column. Then copy the type of illness data into the inserted column. Then after that, proceed to the format cell. After clicking the format cell, proceed to the custom and type how many 0 digits would you like to input. So here, we input 2 digits. After that, go to the data and find and select, then go to the replace. Replace the communicable words on what binary you want to input in this. As you can see, we input 01 as our binary in a communicable choose. Then, highlight all the data in type of illness and click Replace All to replace a communicable disease as a binary. In our data, we made 7,083 replacements. Then if you want to do it again with non-communicable disease words, repeat the process again. Then repeat also the process on how to find and replace in the type of illness column. All process will repeat in find and replace process. In symptoms data, we decided to input 9 zero digits to make sure that all binary will input into 9 digits. In conclusion, we use the formula find and replace in Excel and apply it in all. After all the process, this is the final output of our converted data into numerical data.
First, choose blank process. Click the import data and choose my computer. We will find the import data that I want to import. In downloads, search for cleaned data, medical cases. Click the clean data and next. You need to change it to G. Next. It says that it has no problem, so next. Choose process to store your data and finish. This is the clean data that I imported. First is to drag the clean data in the process panel. Type select attribute and drag it into process panel. Next step is search for set role. Also drag it in process panel. And then connect it. Second, connect EXA to EXA. Double click. Change the all attributes to a subset. Click select attributes. Click the categories of illness and move it to the right side. Same as the others. After you move it to the right side, click apply. Next is you need to set the role. Click the edit list. Change the regular into label. And search for an attribute name which is the doctor illness diagnosed cleared and click applied. In operator, search for cross validation and drag it in process panel. Double click the cross validation. In operator, search for naive bias and drag it in the left side. Next is to search for apply model and drag it to the right corner or right side. Again, in operators, search for performance classification and drag it also in the right corner or right side. And now, you will need to connect all the connection. So in the left side, first is to first and second is to second. On the other side, first is to first, second is to second, and first only. In the other hand, first is to second, and the second is to first, as you can see in the video. This is the close-up view. After all of that, click process. Next is you need to connect mode to rest, test is to rest into rest, and the first per into rest, and press the run. But in here, I forgot to connect the set role in cross validations. This is now the output. So here, the accuracy is 99.93% and the micro average is 99.93% also. Here, this is the data, the statistics. So this is the visualization of the dataset, the plot type. You can choose whatever you want to be the value columns. This is now the final visualization.